Back on the Big Dumb Fun Show, baby. It is Sci-Fi July, all month long on Big Dumb Fun Show.
In studio, Jason P. Hunt from sci-fi4me.com. You can look it up. You can follow him on damn near everything. He's got like 10 different podcasts going on. One of them that's recorded approximately 30 seconds after our show each and every week, right?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I got to have time to travel from here back to there.
I have enough time to write down what we're talking about.
Travel back home.
That's right.
You get in your TARDIS.
My actual name is H.G. Wells. Don't tell anyone.
So what are you talking about on your show tonight?
Tonight we are going to talk about the latest casting news
From the bunker.
From the bunker.
From the bunker.
Brandon Routh, who played Superman
Awfully.
in Superman Returns. No, I think he did a good job. The story was crap. Kate Bosworth as Lois Lane was probably some of the worst
he wasn't really
casting
believable
ever.
as Superman.
I did. He did exactly what they hired him to do, which was channel Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
He did a good.
I think he did a good job with
he was
that.
perfect with that. But
That's what everyone's holding
Kevin
him up
Spacey,
to, and that's not fair.
And Kevin Spacey was a great Lex Luthor.
I thought Kevin Spacey owned that movie.
The problem with Superman Returns.
Fossbacher, whoever that was, she did a great job.
She did. And you know, of course, they had the big. You know, he's holding up the car. They did the cover. They did the cover art. It was right there in the middle of the scene. But the problem with that movie is that it was a multi-million-dollar fan film. Bryan Singer said, I get to make a Superman fan film. And that's what it was. It was an homage back to the Richard Donner movies. And he didn't make his own Superman movie. He was trying to continue the thread from those first two.
Yeah.
And with Kate,
he kind of messed it up
Kate
at the same
Bosworth,
thing. Like this takes place after the second one, but forget the third one and the fourth one and the fifth one ever exist, and that Richard Pryor never stepped foot in a Superman movie.
None of that stuff ever happened.
It's weird.
Yeah. Well, and with Kate Bosworth as Lois Lane, and then the whole kid thing, that's what ruined it for me. It wasn't Brandon's performance. I didn't like the costume either. I thought it was too dark.
But the movie flopped.
But the movie itself, well, it made money. It didn't make as much as what they were hoping to make.
So they call it a flop.
They call it a flop. And essentially what happens, Superman Returns and Batman Begins they came out almost the same time. They were within a year of each other. And that was supposed to reboot the whole DC cinematic universe.
Yeah.
And it didn't. And when Superman Returns didn't do well, then they've got this, Dark Knight trilogy, and Christopher Nolan said, no, this is all self-contained. It's not going to be part of a bigger thing because he didn't want to put Superman or any kind of Metropolis reference or anything in it.
Yeah, thank God.
Realistic, right? He made a Charles Bronson film.
Yeah.
It's not a Superman film. It's not a superhero film. It's not a Batman film. He made a Charles Bronson film. In 1974, this would have been Death Wish. He made a Death Wish movie.
Yeah.
So with those three now kind of carved out by themselves, DC doesn't have a cinematic universe. They said, okay, well, now we'll go with this Green Lantern movie, and that'll launch our cinematic universe. Well, that was
much like
that
what
was
Marvel has already done.
All they want to do is tie it all together somehow.
Yeah, they just want to Samuel L. Jackson.
That's not a bad idea. All the fans want that to happen. The problem is that
I don't want
DC,
to see Batman.
But the
and Warner
original
Brothers
storylines weren't really together.
Oh, sure there are. Sure they are. DC's just as connected as Marvel.
But Batman, Superman, is that something that people actually want to see?
Oh, yes.
See, I don't.
Yes.
I want to see Batman versus Superman.
Let me qualify that. Fans want to see Batman and Superman.
I'd like to see
so
Supergirl
far,
versus Wonder Woman.
Oh,
so far, we still haven't seen Superman.
Yeah.
In this new iteration, Henry Cavill playing Kal-El, we still haven't got Superman. We've got dark, gritty, edgy, dark Superman.
And to go straight from that,
the guy was from Superman 3.
Yeah.
That's the Superman we've got. We've got the brooding, untrusting, paranoid alien. And he's not Superman.
Like Batman, only it's...
Exactly. Everybody's trying to make everything like Batman. Yeah. And that's a huge mistake. But and this is something that we've talked about on several podcasts. The fact is that Marvel makes comic book movies. DC makes movies based on comic books.
Yeah.
There is a huge difference in the mindset and the approach and the way they produce these films. Marvel's making fun comic book movies about superheroes with powers.
Yeah.
DC wants to make realistic, gritty, real,
I could see that.
Dark.
Because I like
movies.
I like the fact that whatever is somehow somewhat based in reality. Like somehow this like a level
this
of
could happen.
plausibility.
It really
Marvel,
could.
yeah, Marvel is
that's
still
why I don't
doing
like
some
Thor.
of that.
Like I don't like Thor.
Why?
Right?
That's as realistic as any of this stuff.
I don't think so. But I could buy Iron Man. You know, like I could understand that.
Well,
Even the Hulk, like I can understand. Hey, it's all based. Like there's a base with Thor. It's all out the window. There's several different universes and parallels and all that other stuff.
It's
They're
based
aliens.
on Greek mythology. What are you talking about?
Norse mythology.
Yeah, come on,
You're
get it
right,
straight.
Norse. I'm
Get it
sorry.
straight, Generic. Yeah.
They're aliens.
Yeah.
They're not gods. They're aliens. Okay, fine. You know, one is what
He's the god of thunder.
Arthur C. Clarke. You know, one man's magic is one man's science is another man's magic.
Talking
is another
about,
man's
let's go back to fan fiction though.
Okay.
Of course, as you know, huge fan of Ghostbusters. And for the longest time, I was like, they got to make Ghostbusters 3. They got to make Ghostbusters 3. And I was a huge advocate, Ghostbusters 3. I want it. I want it. I want it. And then I heard, Chris Farley's going to do it. And Will Smith is going to be in it. And we're like, oh my God, this is going to be the best movie ever. Now I'm totally put the brakes on. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, do not make a Ghostbusters 3.
Harold Ramis had to have a script.
There was a script.
I'm of two minds about it.
Because they're going to probably end up rebooting it. And I never liked the reboot, really.
No.
The only way that you can seriously make it work now, because Bill Murray is gone.
Yeah, he's just not going to do it.
He's not going to do it. Harold Ramis is dead.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis is completely retired from acting. He's not acting ever again anymore.
Really?
He's done.
I did not know that.
Well, he retired when his wife got cancer.
Oh, I did not know that.
I think that's what it was.
Did him acting
and his
give
bank
his
account
wife
didn't.
cancer?
No, because he quit to go take care of her. And he's done.
A lot of
He's not doing any acting ever again anymore. He's done.
What if they come out with a Honey I Shrunk the Kids? No?
Done. So
None.
there's three of the original ones, three of the originals that are gone, that are not a part of it.
I don't think Rick Moranis is really holding up the movie production.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to bring everybody back,
Janine's still
you
at
have
it.
to look at it.
And she's still looking good too.
Yeah, Annie Potts is still out there, and she's open to the idea of doing it.
Well, she's not doing anything else.
Well, Sigourney Weaver said that she'd come back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why Bill Murray wouldn't come back.
Because he doesn't want to do it anymore.
He doesn't like sequels to begin with.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't like sequels to begin with, and he's become a serious actor of note.
Yeah, see,
he's doing all of that.
If you're a serious actor, you need to show your range, and you need to go back to your roots.
And quit letting people release like Caddyshack on cable so people see and you're not so serious roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like maybe a reboot will happen. I just feel like I'll hate it. I'll be one of those old curmudgeons.
One way they could do it is to set up a franchise, a Ghostbusters franchise in another city.
I love that idea.
And do something like that. And that was what Landis's kid, Max Landis.
Yeah, like the Ecto-1 that's like a Humvee or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.